It is now 6:24, and we're going to turn our attention to a little bit of consumer news. We have David Clayton, who's the prosecuting attorney in Marion County, here to talk about quite a bit of things, very important stuff, elder abuse and neglect, and also some scams. Let's get to elder abuse and neglect first. How big of a problem is this in our area?
Chad, it's an issue here and everywhere. Unfortunately, we're seeing that so many of our elders are the victims of people they know who are close to, family members, caretakers. And it can be physical abuse, it can be emotional abuse, verbal abuse. We see a lot of theft. We see a lot of theft from family members stealing from them medications, credit devices, credit cards, things of that nature, stealing their checkbooks.
How can people help? Because I look at like child abuse, and there's school teachers, there's school mates, there's aunts and uncles that can kind of tell for signs of physical abuse or emotional abuse. When you're a senior citizen who maybe lives alone and it's your family member who's either abusing, neglecting, or stealing from you, who else can help these people?
That's a good question. We really need to set up a network of friends and family to, try to identify these kinds of signs. And there are other resources out there like the Division of Human Services, Health and Human Services Division of Aging. They have good resources which we can provide for your website. But really it's just word of mouth and just, responsibility. It's not that, they're putting themselves in this situation so much, but it's if they don't know it's a family member that's targeting them until after the fact.
Yeah. So if you're a person who suspects maybe a family member or caretaker is doing this to you, what do you do? Is this a call to the police?
You contact your local law enforcement, whether it be your local police department, the sheriff's department. If you suspect you're the victim of a scam of some kind, you can contact the Attorney General of either Missouri or Illinois, and they have Division of Consumer Protections that look into this. Okay. Yeah.
What are some of the more popular scams that kind of dupe people out of money?
Free offers, travel packages, anything that offers free things. What I hope people can do is start shifting from a climate of just automatically trusting, clicking, and answering to stop letting it go to voicemail and contacting your institution first. Because, when you operate locally, then generally you know who you're dealing with as opposed to, something that could be either out of state, out of country.
From anywhere.
From anywhere.
Right.
And then what's too late often once something, your information can be compromised so quickly.
Yeah. So if it sounds too good to be true,
it definitely is.
It's probably too good to be true.
And you just never want to send money, of course.
Right.
And it sounds like a no-brainer, but it really, there have been some amazingly creative scams. Grandparents have been scammed by being told that their grandchildren are in jail and that they need to send bond money, and the gut reaction is to just send money without confirming it. Just take a breath, stop and think, make your phone calls, and then find out, get to the bottom of it.
Cool. David, thanks so much for coming in this morning. I tell you what, David gave us a whole packet on information. We're going to get that scanned in on our website, so give us a few hours or a couple days to get that done, and then you can check out KHQA.com for more information. Of course, if you have questions, you can always contact the prosecuting attorney's office there in Marion County. David, thanks so much for coming in today.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back with more KHQA This Morning right after.